government to reduce interest rates. How do you react to that?
It's part of the job to be under pressure. Yeah.
How do you explain to the government, or I would say the politicians, that you have your role to play and they have their own role to play?
Yeah.
But they seem to think that you are not being realistic.
Yeah.
That you do not understand the common people's problems.
Yeah.
You people are up there in the ivory tower.
Right.
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 So are you up there?
I think again it comes that difference comes from the fact that we're wearing different hats and we have that different emphasis. The short term versus long term, right? Looking at growth versus stability, and how do you weigh those things? That's what's accounting for the difference in opinion regarding the policies. But again, in terms of explaining our policy stance and our policy decisions, which again I would like to emphasize are the policy decisions of the Monetary Policy Committee.
Yeah.
Not just me or the Bank of Thailand, because the Monetary Policy Committee in Thailand, which is fairly unique actually, it's not the same as with other countries. We have seven people. We have 7 people on the Monetary Policy Committee. What's different in Thailand compared to a lot of other countries, a lot of other central banks, is there are more outside members on the committee than there are internal Bank of Thailand people.
Is that the rule?
No, it's by law, in Thailand.
4 against 3.
Yeah, exactly. There are 3 internal people, me and then 2 deputy governors, and then the other 4 are from outside.
Who chooses the outsiders?
Our board, the Bank of Thailand board chooses the composition of the Monetary Policy Committee based on recommendations from us, from the Bank of Thailand. But which is quite different from a lot of other countries where they're more internal people than outside people. So again, I want to emphasize that the decisions that are taken are from the Monetary Policy Committee, not just from the Bank of Thailand or at the behest of the governor. I cannot, in principle or in practice, dictate what the interest rate will be. Yeah.
So any decision has to be from the committee, not.
Oh, absolutely.
I see.
Yeah. Like I said, it's certainly not a unilateral decision.
So you don't think lowering the interest rates has anything to do with the trying to boost the economy, to stimulate the economy, as the government has suggested? They are suggesting that if you cut interest rates, it would stimulate the economy. But you are saying that it may not be that direct, the relationship.
No, what we're saying is it has to be balanced with a lot of different things. The framework that we have for making interest rate decisions is what we call our flexible inflation targeting framework. We look at 3 things primarily when deciding that. We look at growth, obviously, and growth, we would like to see growth be close to what we feel is our long-term sustainable rate of growth, which based upon our latest estimates and whatnot is ballpark about 3% real GDP growth. We look at inflation, and for that we would like headline inflation to be within our target range, which is 1 to 3% headline. And then we also, very importantly, need to look at financial stability. So when we decide what to do with rates, we can't just look at just any one variable like GDP growth and focus just on that. We need to take a look at the totality, take all these things into consideration. So getting back to your question, would lowering rates tend to have a stimulative impact on the economy? The short answer is yes, it would tend to have a stimulative impact on the economy. But one, that has to be balanced with the other considerations that we have on the table, notably things like financial stability, because the other thing that we have that is of quite high concern for us is we have very high level of household debt. Household debt is like 90+% of GDP. That does not bode well for long-term financial stability. We would like to see that get back on a more sustainable path. And part of the reason that debt has gone up to that level so rapidly in the past has to do in part, either in large or small part, to the fact that rates in Thailand have been low for so long. So that's first point, that we have to balance it with the other considerations, things like on the financial stability front. The second point also is a stimulative impact, getting back to more directly to your question, may not be that large. Why? Because if you look at the reason that growth has tended to underperform, it has to do with factors like